This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Welcome to INCRadio Western Europe Satellite Studio. We are broadcasting live from Monaco, Belgium, France, and Switzerland. Hello po sa inyong lahat. I'm Sister Eunice Jacob from the local congregation of Monaco. I will be one of your hosts for today. And of course, I'm not alone. Hello, Ate April, my co-host for today.
Hi, Ate Eunice. Hello po to everyone watching, listening, tuning in to our broadcast for today. I'm Sister Victoria Elenita Lopez from the local of Antwerp, Belgium. And like my beautiful co-host said, I will be also one of your hosts for today. Back to you, Ate Eunice.
Yes, thank you, Ate April. And hello again to everyone. We're here for another episode of INCRadio Western Europe Satellite Studio, and we're very excited to be with you once again. We would like to thank our Almighty God for the life and strength He continues to give us every day, our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Brother Angelo V. Manalo, Christian Family Organization Coordinator.
Yes, and for our program promotion naman po, we can be watched or streamed live on YouTube channel. Just search for INC Radio DZEM 954 po and click live now. Make sure to also follow us on Instagram, that's INC News and Updates, and on Twitter as well, INC News _updates to always stay updated on the latest church news, activities, and of course po, INC Radio programs. So follow us as well po on our INC Radio official pages on Facebook and Instagram on our name handles INC Radio Official po. Now, for our time check, it's currently 5:03 p.m. in the afternoon po here in Belgium, Monaco, Switzerland, in our area po. And in the Philippines, that would be 11:03 p.m. So good night po to everyone. And before you go to sleep, po, please watch and listen to our broadcast for today. And now for our weather check naman po. Let me see. So in Antwerp, where I currently am po, it's 20 degrees Celsius and sunny. So the past few days have been very hot po, and there's nothing to complain about po. The weather is great. The sun is shining po, so I am all the more happy. Let's see in the other places of our district. In Paris, it's also 20 degrees Celsius and as well sunny. Nice. In Geneva, it's 25 degrees Celsius po currently. But there is chance for rain, but we hope not po, of course. And for Monaco, well, 29 degrees Celsius. Kind of expected it at Eunice. So enjoy the weather there, ate. And yes, that's pretty much it for our weather check po. So we are very happy here in Western Europe po. Now let me go to the comments because I've seen already a couple. So we have here from, let me scroll up po. We have from Sir Violeta Empalmado. Happy viewing po and happy Sunday to all kapatid po from the local of Basti po. And then we have from Sir Trisha Canta. Happy Sunday po from Valdez. From Sister Julie Alcoriza. Happy viewing po mga kapatid from Basti. From Sister Shueda Tanguiri. Happy Sunday to all po from Versailles. A lot of brethren from Central France. I see. Then we have from Brother Alfred Odulio. Happy viewing po. Hashtag from Valdez rather po. Then we have from Sir Rose Hamon po. She says greetings from Brussels. We have from Sir Happy Odulio saying hello po daw in caps po. So she's very excited, I think. She's from let's see, Valdez as well. Then we have from Sister Elizel Rabilas po. She's also sending her greetings from Valdez. And then we have Ate Pia Rocafort po. She sometimes joins us as a guest po. And she says, bonjour, happy Sunday and viewing to everyone po from Valdez. And then we have from Sister Felicitacion Lopez. Happy viewing daw po from Valdez. From Sister Marilyn Felkel saying happy Sunday po from Valdez. And yes, lastly from now, we have from Brother Philip Pichon saying his greetings po from Valdwas. So yes, keep on commenting po, sending in your greetings, but most importantly, join us in our games and discussions later on po, in our broadcast. So for now, we will take a short break and watch and listen to our INC News live report po. So to our beloved Kuya Tek in the Philippines, can you please show us the pictures of this activity po? It's the book road bowling activity held in Paris. In the local congregation of Paris, France, in the ecclesiastical district of Western Europe, married members of the Church of Christ came together for an enjoyable and heartwarming booklet bowling activity. The event brought together couples in a fun and relaxing environment where they engaged in friendly bowling games that were filled with laughter, encouragement, and joyful fellowship. The activity provided a wonderful opportunity for married brethren to spend quality time together, strengthen their bond, and connect with their fellow booklet members. Throughout the event, couples supported and motivated each other, highlighting the spirit of unity and love that defines the booklet organization. The atmosphere was filled with positivity and mutual respect, making the activity not just entertaining, but deeply meaningful. With the continued guidance and support of the church administration, activities like this help reinforce the importance of strong, God centered marriages. Through such gatherings, book club members are reminded of their sacred responsibilities and are inspired to remain active in their faith while nurturing relationships built on love, trust, and Christian values.
And thank you for staying tuned into INCRadio Western Europe Satellite Studio. We would like to greet Brother Montreville Boy, our INC Media Production Section Chief, Brother Wally Taray, our INC Radio Station Manager, Brother Jeffrey Rivera, our INC Radio Assistant Station Manager, Brother Marvin Adriano, our District Minister here in Western Europe, Brother Zefle Morano, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Christian Celestino, our District Christian Family Organization Overseer, and Brother Christian Andrew Villaria, our District Multimedia Advisor. And now, at April, we have a special guest.
Now, yes, our very special guest, our brother who never fails to join us and be with us here in our broadcast. So let me introduce once again, Brother Ichen po. Are you there po?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, sisters, for this
Thank you
warm
so much,
welcome.
brother. Yes, thank you so much for being here once again with us. Do you maybe have greetings, shout outs maybe?
Yes, I do. I would like to shout out our resident minister from the local congregation of Geneva South, Brother Dior, as well as all the brethren from the local south and north of Geneva. Also, I would like to mention my entire family, my parents, all of my friends, and people who will recognize me, and as well as my wife.
Yes, thank you so much, brother, once again for being here with us. But as you might know, it's time for our trivia question. So I hope you're ready. And at Eunice as well, because at Eunice, you can't escape. You'll have to join. So, and also, please, everyone listening for watching, comment down below po in the chat box what your answers are. So let's now go to our first question. What does the Richter scale measure? A. Temperature. B. Earthquake magnitude. C. Wind speed. Or D. Air pressure. Hmm. What do you think, brother? Or Ate Eunice?
Our joiners first.
Okay. Brother. What do you think?
T'es maline, sister. Oh my God. Before that, sister, can you please repeat the question?
So what does the, I hope I pronounce this right, Richter or Richter scale measure? Yeah. Do you remember the options, brother, or do you want me to say it again? Yes.
Please,
Okay, so we have
please say it again.
Yes, temperature, A. B. Earthquake magnitude. C. Wind speed. Or D. Air pressure. Hmm.
I'm
Uh,
hesitating between two letters.
okay.
Uh,
Eight.
Either B or D. I don't know.
Or the B or
B
D.
or D.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I will answer a temperature. Let's do it.
So you say A, brother, and then Ate Eunice, B or D daw.
Okay, I will choose one. D.
D. Okay. Let me go to the comments. Maybe we have Dedlen who also are team A or D. Okay, we have here from Sister Rose Hamon saying B. Sister Normita Sevilla saying C. Brother Alphonse saying B. Sister Nora Caparina saying A. Yes, that's it for now po. So, well, well, the right answer is B. Ate Eunice, why did you change pa?
I
It's
didn't say
C.
D. I said B.
Oh, I heard it
That's how it
incorrectly.
goes.
That's why. Yes. So the answer is B, earthquake magnitude. The Richter or Richter scale is a logarithmic scale used to measure the strength or magnitude of earthquakes. It was developed in 1935 by Charles F. Richter. Richter. There you go. So the more you know po. Okay, let's move on to our next question po. Maybe both of you will get it right this time. So this one is very interesting. I always see it online. So, what is the powerhouse of the cell? A. Ribosome. B. Nucleus. C. Mitochondria. Or D. Chloroplast. Plast. Yes. No idea, brother. Really? That's Eunice. I thought it was like a joke going around on the internet. That's why I thought you would know it or be familiar with it. No?
Sorry, Ate, we're not trendy like you.
Oh, Ate Eunice. Actually, you're younger than me, so you should know.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
Yeah, so no idea, Ate.
No, but I will say A.
A, ribosome. Okay, Ka Etienne, do you join Ate Eunice or do you have another idea?
Or maybe B, huh? Everyone's saying B.
Hmm.
I have no
No?
idea. I mean, I don't know. So I just guess. Uh, I will. Yeah, I will follow the people in the comments. B. Come on.
Okay. Yes,
SBC.
I hope they meant this question and not the first one, but we'll see. But indeed, all the answers are basically B. Brother Reynaldo, Brother Robin, Kajema, Sir Normita, Sir Rose, all saying B. Brother Alphonse. I saw one D. It's from Sister Nora Caparina. Quite a hard question. Hard question though today. I'm sorry, but sister, but we're trying to, make it a little challenging. But the answer is C, mitochondria. Mitochondria are often called the powerhouse of the cell because they produce energy in the form of ATP. I will try to say it po. Adenosine triphosphate. Yes, through cellular respiration. Not only difficult questions, but also difficult words po. But there you go po. The more we know, we learn each and every week with IUC Radio Western Europe. So we hope po you're enjoying it. Ayan. So now let's go to our third question. Maybe it's a little less difficult. We'll see. What is the term for animals that eat both plants and animals? So A, herbivores. B, carnivores. C, omnivores. Or D, detritivores. I hesitated there, but it's detritivores. Yes. If you watched our broadcast last week, I might have mentioned it, the answer to this one. So we'll test our watchers and listeners. And even Kaitian, you were there last week. Don't you remember, brother? I don't think brother Etienne remembers. No? I see him thinking hard. What do you think, brother?
I will say herbivore.
Herbivore. A. Okay. At Eunice.
Omnivore. C.
Omnivore. Okay. So it's both plants and animals. So let me go to the comments. I see Brother Alphonse saying C as well, like at Eunice. Sir Rose and Sir Isabella saying B, which is carnivore. Then we have Kajer Tumbaga saying C, omnivore daw po. Sir Normita saying D, which is the difficult word, detritivores. Yes. Then we have Sir Nora Caparina saying A, so joining Kaitchen saying herbivores, as well as Sir Annabelle saying A. Karina Reynaldo saying D. Well, the answer po to this question is C, omnivores. Omnivores are animals that consume both plant and animal matter. Examples include humans, bears, and pigs. So we have to be careful for omnivores po, because they might also eat humans. But there you go po. That's the answer. So herbivores, if I'm not mistaken, po, they only eat plants, and carnivores only eat meat. I think that's where the word carne comes from. Well, there you have it, po. So now let's go to our next question. I think Eunice has a point. But Ichem, I made these questions harder for you, brother, because all the past weeks you had everything right. So maybe the next one, brother.
Well, sister, I do not know everything.
I thought so because you were able to answer all of them correctly, but now you know more and you learned. So maybe the next question we'll see. Okay, question number 4. What is the main ingredient in glass? Okay, A, sand, B, clay, C, limestone, or D, charcoal? I only know the answer to this because of a game that I play. Otherwise, I would not have known this one. So let's see, Brother Etienne. Any idea?
What is the main ingredient of what?
In glass. Hmm. No idea, brother? Oh,
And
there you go.
what is the options?
Yes. So A, sand, B, clay, C, limestone, or D, charcoal? Hmm. Any guess, brother?
I will say B.
B, which is clay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Sister Eunice, what do you think?
A, B, C, D.
All of them, all of the above.
C, because I don't know what it is.
Limestone. Okay. Good guess. Good guess. Okay. Let's see the YouTube comments. We have Sir Rosanna saying A, sand. Sister Isabella saying A. Brother Brent saying sand as well, which is A. Sister Lenny saying cream. I think she meant, oh, whatever you meant, Sister Cream. Then we have Sister Rose B, Dow clay. Sister Normita C, limestone. Uh, Here we have from Brother Reynaldo C, also limestone. So a variety of answers. Well, the answer to this one is A, sand. The main component of glass is silica, which is found in sand actually. When heated at high temperatures, sand melts and can be shaped into glass. Yes, Ate Isabella, I saw your comment and it's exactly that game, but I'm not gonna mention it. So yes, it's sand, but I'm surprised, but I only know it because of that. So maybe we should all listen more carefully in class when the teacher is teaching us in geography. But yes, we'll move on to our last question. Maybe, Brother Ichen Atinis, you'll get a point with this one. Okay, what is a term for a word that has the opposite meaning of another word? Okay, so those are a lot of rhyme words. A, synonym. B, antonym. C, homonym. Or D, acronym. Any idea?
Go ahead, brother.
I think
So,
Eunice playing
yeah,
safe.
yeah. So c'est un cadeau, it's a gift he give us. I would say antonym.
Why do you think so, brother? Is there a reason behind it?
You learn it in French, in French class. No?
Well, yes, exactly as Sister Eunice mentioned. We learned it
Oh,
from a French class. Yeah.
okay. So brother is confident in his answer. I think Eunice, do you join brother Ichen?
Of course.
Okay, okay. They're in unison when it comes to their answer. What about the comments? Let's see. A lot of people saying B, antonym. So we have Sister Susan, Sister Lane, Mark, Kajin, Kasing, Brother Reynaldo saying all A. Then we have Sister Rose saying C, which is homonym. Sister Jocelyn saying B as well. Kanormita saying A, which is synonym. Sister Jocelyn saying B. Sister Leon saying B. Brother Rancy saying B. Sister Rosanna saying B, which is all antonym. So they heard Ka Etienne and his explanation and they thought that's the answer. Well, is it the answer? It is. It is the antonym. An antonym is a word that has the opposite meaning of another word. For example, hot and cold, big and small, and synonym is the same word. Yes. There you have it, Paul. You have. We hope you learned a lot of things once again in our broadcast for today and enjoyed it as much as we did. And yes, now I think it's time at Eunice to go to our topic for today.
Yes. So our topic for today is minimalism for mental space. So minimalism is often seen as a lifestyle choice focused on decluttering physical spaces, but its benefits go far beyond that thought. In today's broadcast, we dive into how embracing minimalism can help clear mental clutter, reduces stress, and improve focus. Learn practical tips to simplify your surroundings and your thoughts so you can create more mental space to be present, creative, and calm in everyday life. Yeah. We hope that everyone can participate too for the questions. So let's go on to the first question. So, brother, how do you personally define minimalism beyond just physical decluttering?
Well, minimalism, I believe, is just about the decluttering. Uh, it's it's also intentional spending, and I appreciate what we own. But for me, it's also buying less is the most important aspect of minimalism. To control what you purchase and appreciate what you got and not abuse it.
Yes, it's like we have to focus on the things that we already have and to appreciate the little things we have, right? It's like that, right?
Seriously.
Yes. And for you, Ate, do you join Brother Etienne or you have another definition or
Of course, I always join Kaichin in his point of view, but yes, for me, it is indeed just not only physical decluttering our spaces at home, but it's also mentally and emotionally. We can also practice minimalism when it comes to that. For example, mentally, when we have a to-do list, when we make our to-do list, we don't make it too complicated. So in our heads, it's not too packed or too confusing or too overwhelming even. We can just stay to the tasks that we have to do for that day, and let's say do three of them instead of trying to do everything all at once, because it will also clutter our minds, right? And even our moods if we get too stressed and overwhelming. So yes, at uni, that's my answer when it comes to that. It's beyond physical decluttering, your minimalism. To you, Ate, is it something the same, or you have maybe an example of how you see it?
I think I'm joining you. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It's easy na. It's easier to like write it down.
Yeah.
Para
Mm-hmm.
you can focus on one thing at a time, because when
Yeah.
you have a lot of things in your head, you can't you feel stressed na baka makalimutan mo, you will
Mm-hmm.
forget it. So when you write it down, you have it already, and you could think of one thing talaga instead of
Exactly.
everything at once.
No, that's so true, Athene. So I think we all can agree on what we define as minimalism beyond just cleaning up and making sure our spaces are clean and simple, right? But then going to our next question, both for Athene, Kaichin, and of course our watchers and listeners, so please feel free to put your answers in the comments. So let's first go to Kaichin. Kaichin, um, can you explain the connection between our environment and our mental clarity for you personally, brother?
Well, for me personally, uh, our environment significantly impacts
Mm-hmm.
our mental clarity
Yeah.
by affecting our stress level. And that's a very important point, because stress,
Mm-hmm.
we have to control it every single day,
Yeah.
because it can have like of course, but not only our stress level, also our cognitive function and emotional well-being. All of these
Definitely.
3 points are quite important to control, because if we don't, it will have a negative impact in our health.
Yeah.
So it's easier to say that than to do. I'm aware of that. But like, um, if we find a way to minimize as much as possible negative stress, and try our best to turn it into positive stress, it will help us in our daily life, at work, or in our uh, church duty, or anything that life give us.
No, you're so right, brother. All these things, all these aspects of our lives are connected, interconnected with each other, and they influence each other, right? Like you said, our stress level has a lot to do with it. And I can notice that as well with myself. When I feel like my room is cluttered, I can't think straight, or there's something bothering me, and I just there's this feeling, this negative feeling that I have. But once I've decluttered my room, cleaned it up, I also feel much more relaxed from within. So it really influences how we feel, our mood. So I definitely agree with you, brother, when it comes to that. I saw a comment from Sister Normita saying, minimalism be simply the best. Simplicity is beauty in mind, your taste, even in arrangements in our house. That's so true. Actually, the aesthetic that I like when it comes to home decoration and all of that is minimalism. Yes. I love that. I love coming to a home that's not too much or overwhelming, because I feel like we already have a lot of stimuli from outside that's, overwhelming us. And then once I get home, I want it to be as simple as possible and to bring me relief. So there you go, sister. I definitely agree with you. And we have here Nora Caparina saying, doing it in schedule and not to get stressed and just relax. Like what brother said, stress is a very important thing when it comes to minimalism, that it influences our mental health too. So make sure to relax and make a schedule so you don't overwhelm yourself whenever you have many things to do. Ate Eunice, what about you? Can you explain your personal explanation, of course, when it comes to environment and our mental clarity, Ate?
First of all, I agree with you in the environment, like the space that you
Mm-hmm.
are in, but also from who you're surrounded with. It's
Oh.
also a way, if you're, for example, with someone who have negative thoughts, or yes, who's negative, you will be influenced by that. So I
Mm-hmm.
think for me personally, I feel it's better to be with someone who is positive, who is open-minded, to be happy and all, to be more relaxed or just feel at peace.
No, Ate, that's actually such a good perspective, because it's also when it comes to the people that surround us, right? Hindi lang naman yung environment, yung physical environment, like the space that we are in. It's also the people we surround ourselves with. And I've noticed that indeed I feel much better when, like at Eunice, I surround myself with people that have positive thoughts and have a positive attitude, right? Because if you surround yourself with people with negative thoughts and feelings, well, can get you might get influenced as well. So practicing minimalism also in your relationships is very important. I also do that by, for example, keeping the friends that I really consider as my friends, right? Because we often call people easily friends, but they can be acquaintances as well, classmates, schoolmates, colleagues. So they don't always have to be our friends. So practicing minimalism in our relationships, everyday relationships, can also help us. So yeah, do we have another question for Brother Etienne?
Yes. Brother, have you seen benefits from minimalism when it comes to mental health, like reduced anxiety and better focus, or even positively affecting relationships or social interactions?
Well, as we all mentioned in a previous question, uh, minimalism actually has positive effect in our mental health through actually organizing our day, our own space like bedroom, um, also our daily routine. For instance, before going to work, if if you take breakfast or not, or during your day, uh, whatever you are doing, um, it's uh, it's important to have like individual experience that can decrease uh, anxiety when surrounded by fewer possessions. So uh, minimalism, our minimize our actions throughout our day. Uh, Minimize all the negative feelings, anxiety, stress, even depression.
I think Chen has connections problems, but it's okay. I think what he's trying to say, just doing something, a small thing, can just reduce stress. Just for example, be with someone you love, or maybe just take a walk outside. It can help you uh, be mentally good. And
Yes.
yes, that's it, brother. Oh yeah. Okay, and
Yeah. In short, basically, if we're surrounded with a productivity, people, or even your own space, with time you will threaten your mental health, and it will have a positive impact in your daily life.
yes, brother. And even like you said, being alone, uh, in complete silence, it will help you to feel better. Even though it's okay to be alone, because you can be in your own thoughts. And yes, and at the April, do you have something to say?
Um, I think minimalism has many benefits. However, I think it's not for everyone because everyone is different at the end of the day. But for me, I've already witnessed a lot of benefits to my mental health. Indeed, reduced anxiety, better focus, especially when you make sure you clean your environment. And honestly, this is I will share a personal experience or thing that I do actually. Um, I make sure that my clothes, the clothes that I have, are not a lot. I just keep the clothes that I definitely wear every day, or and a few like occasional clothes. But all the clothes that I have in my closet are the clothes that I wear day by day. Meaning, I don't have many clothes in my closet because it overwhelms me. And having that stress of choice, I think that what it's called. Also, it's it gives it makes me late sometimes because I have to, look through a lot of clothes. But having fewer clothes and knowing that I really love them and need them, I only keep those. It helps me save time, helps me to save mental space. So that's how I try to practice it as well in my phone. The unis, it's all weird, these habits that I have. I try not to have many apps because I don't like having a lot of notifications, and like I said, it overwhelms me mentally, sometimes even emotionally. So yes, I try to practice minimalism by doing those things, and it really helps for me personally, Paul. But you have to see what works for you. I don't know, at the unis, can you see yourself in it, or maybe not at all, in practicing minimalism in your personal life?
I think I do, because
Yeah,
I'm the type of person who gets overwhelmed easily,
same, ate.
even though I'm still practicing. It's hard though to be. You you will give tips later on to be we love to be minimalistic. Yes, that's the word.
Exactly.
And before we continue, I think we have comments about the topic. So from Kaleni Odulio, minimalism is the way you focus on the ones you need. And then we have from Canora Caperina, have a good environmental surroundings, like having gardening and sometimes fixing something to change the site. That's a good idea. And then I think we have more. Yes, from Ka Reynan, minimalism will help us not to overthink. Happy viewing daw po from Balduaz. And then we have again from Canora, exactly. Uh, sometimes having some space is really needed. Sometimes to be alone, simply makes me relax, and I notice really listening to music really helps. Yes, just like we said, minimalism. Doing just simple things will help each one of us, I think. And yes, we have one more, I think, from Danatea Eor. Less is more when it comes to mental health. People tend to multitask and handle many things at the same time for the sake of productivity, but it can become overwhelming sometimes. Simplicity is key. Wow, Ate Dana is right. Thank you, everyone, for your answers. It helps everyone, I think. And now we can go on to our break. Let's have an Iglesia ni Cristo music video called Kapatid Ko from our very own district po. Enjoy po!
Kumilos tayo at magsikap, itaguyod na nating lahat ang gawain pagpapalaganap. Sa buong mundo tayo ay magliwanag. Kapatid ko, kapatid ko, kapatid ko, kapatid ko.
Kapatid ko, naligwang panawagan sa tinatamahalan. Tayo ay lalong magkaisa ngayon. Kapatid ko,
Atin natin mapunga
kapatid ko,
sa taong ito.
kapatid ko,
Ito taon na pagpapalagayan
kapatid ko.
ng Ebanghelyo.
Kumilos tayo at magsikap, itaguyod na natin lahat ang gawaing pagpapalaganap. Sa buong mundo tayo ay magliwanag. Kapatid ko, huwag mong kalyat ay kang kay Kristo.
Ibalitan natin sa buong mundo, lubos niya ang Iglesia ni Cristo.
Kapatid ko, sabi natin magbunga. Kapatid ko, sa taong ito. Kapatid ko, ito'y taon ng pagpapalagayan ng Ebanghelyo. Kumilos tayo at magsikap, itaguyod na natin lahat ang gawaing pagpapalaganap. Sa buong mundo tayo ay magliwanag.
Kapatid ko,
Tuloy ba INCRadio West Studio pa Satellite Studio. Welcome back to INC Radio Western Europe Satellite Studio po. And I love that INC CMV from our district. It's just, it lifts up my mood. It makes me so happy to see the brethren happy, see them enjoying. So shout out to all of you po who participated in that great music video po. So now let me quickly go back to the comments because I saw interesting ones. I saw Sir Jocelyn saying minimalism is not about having less, it's about making room for more of what matters. Wow. Like that sink in, po. That really touched me, sister. So thank you so much for your comment. And I even saw Sir Nomita saying being minimalist um, for you to exercise and inhale and exhale properly. So yes, that's also very important to really make sure that our breathing is correctly po. And yes, let me now read some greetings actually. We have from Sir Rhoda Sikat, always supporting us. Ka Rhoda, thank you so much po. Enjoying watching live now from Basti daw po. Um, then Sister Maria saying, wow, panalo daw po. Bonjour po sa lahat from Basti. Yes, great music video po. Then we have from Sir Larka. Hello po mga kapatid from Marseille. And then, Ate Dana, your comments are amazing. Then we have from Brother Jefferson Jimenez saying happy being po from Monaco. Um, from Sister Charmel Sikat, happy being po from Basti, of course. There's Basti always representing. We have from, Sister Jenaline Aguinaldo. Hello po, tuning in from Musoma, Southeastern Africa. Hello, po, sister. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love to have you here. And then from Sir Imelda Ayor, enjoy watching po from Basti. Um, oh, Brother Ernie saying hello, watching while baking in Saimada daw po from Paris. Enjoy, brother. I hope it tastes so. I'm sure it does. So, and thank you for listening to our podcast in between. And yes, let's now go back to our question. So, Atinis Kay Etienne, what are some common misconceptions about minimalism that might prevent people from, giving it a try, brother? What do you think?
Wow. Well, the common misconceptions about minimalism often prevent people from exploring the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
These include the belief that it's about deprivation. Uh,
About what,
and
brother? Sorry, I didn't hear it. About?
about deprivation. It's a lack
Ah,
of.
yes. Yes, exactly.
Uh, that's what I think. I'm not sure if I'm right or not. Then it's also about freeing oneself from excess to pursue what truly matter. So just minimize what you need and make make a make the worst for it and appreciate it. And then if you need more, well, work hard to get it without asking for too much. And yeah, pretty much it. Yeah.
I agree, brother. I think indeed that the answer might lie there that people are scared to be deprived of things, of not only things, food, water, or whatever they need, like clothes even, that they're scared of not having enough, that maybe they don't want to try out that lifestyle. So I think so too, brother. Um, and honestly, at first I was as well, but I find it more relieving. Like I could breathe more. Not literally, of course, but when I tried it out. So there's nothing wrong with trying it out, and then you can see if it works for you or not. What about you, Ate Eunice? Why do you think people are might be scared to try out minimalism or minimalistic lifestyle, Ate?
I'm not sure, but maybe I think some people think that it can be boring because when you think of
Oh.
minimalistic, you
Mm-hmm.
have to do less, or it's less than a lot.
Yes, yes, definitely. Mm-hmm.
So I think they, to those who don't do it, it's because they think it's boring. I think, because when you do less, you don't do anything. But it doesn't mean that, but
No,
maybe they think that.
yeah.
That's why they don't practice minimalism.
Actually, Ate, that makes so much sense. Kasi I also hear it when, minimalistic houses. People are like, oh, it looks boring, yung white and not many, furniture and stuff. So I think they do think that it might be a little boring, but it's definitely not. Or maybe it's just not for you. Can also be that. So just like we said, just look whatever works for you. Po at the end of the day, it's your life naman po and how you adapt to it. So yes, Ate Eunice, maybe one last question.
Yes, Ka-Itchen, what are some simple first steps someone can take to create more mental space through minimalism? What someone can do to have mental space through minimalism?
Well, for me, is to start with a smaller area like drawer or shelf, and gradually expand. Then also focus on the discarding items that you no longer need or use to to replace it with new things, and also consider that donating or selling items in good condition will also teach you how to minimalism your the way you you the way you live and purchase your items.
Yes, I agree. Just start somewhere in your room or even your bag to declutter will help you to be already mentally good.
Yeah.
And now, let's go on for a break. Let's watch a verse of the week, what the Bible teaches about self care. Enjoy, po.
Self care has now become a widely popular concept. On social media alone, the topic of self care now has billions of views on TikTok, and its hashtag has millions of posts on Instagram. Now, it's not wrong for us to take care of ourselves, but can self care or too much self love become harmful? I'm Brother Felmar Sereno, and this is what we'll learn about in our verse of the week in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 to 5. But you need to be aware that in the final days, the culture of society will become extremely fierce. People will be self-centered lovers of themselves and obsessed with money. They will boast of great things as they strut around in their arrogant pride and mock all that is right. They will ignore their own families. They will be ungrateful and ungodly. They will become addicted to hateful and malicious slander. Slaves to their desires, they will be ferocious, belligerent haters of what is good and right. With brutal treachery, they will act without restraint, bigoted and wrapped in clouds of their conceit. They will find their delight in the pleasures of this world more than the pleasures of the loving God. They may pretend to have a respect for God, but in reality they want nothing to do with God's power. Stay away from people like these. So according to the Bible, too much self-love can be destructive. When? If we would value our own desires over what the Lord God wants for us. So instead of living a self-love centered kind of life, how should we live? More than anyone, including ourselves, we should love God first, with all of our heart, with all of our soul, with all of our mind, and with all of our strength. That's based on Mark 12:30. We hope you've gained inspiration from this verse of the week. If you know anyone who could use this reminder, please share this short video with them. Stay safe, stay strong, stay faithful. God bless.
Welcome back to INCRadio Western Europe Satellite Studio. We would like to greet all ministers and minister workers guiding and helping us in INCRadio. Ka Edwina Sibuque, our executive producer po. And we would like to thank also the tech in the Philippines. And now, unfortunately, we've come to an end for our broadcast for today. Yes, like Ate April said, but of course, we will see you once again next week. And yes, before that, we would like to read some of the YouTube comments, of course, because you give us a lot of comments, good comments. So,
Inspiration.
yes, for inspiration. We have from Ka Dorothy. Hello po mga kapatid, watching po from the local of Basti. And then we have from Ka Jean. Enjoy watching po mga kapatid from the group worship service of Als, Belgium. From Ka Ronard. Have a good end of Sunday po, brethren, from Tours. We have also from Ka Daniela. Hello po mga kapatid from Basti. From Ka Diego, hello po mga kapatid. Greetings from Basti. From Pasita Guting. Happy viewing po from Valdoise. And then we have from Ka Eli Patakhan, beautiful host. Sabi niya, I think it's Ate April. Beautiful host.
I think it's about a Eunice or maybe Ka Etienne.
I can
No.
be one of your hosts. And then we have a lot more. But of course, we would like to thank you to be once again with us this Sunday. And for now, I would have to greet. I would like to greet my parents, my brother, advance happy birthday, and to the brethren in the local congregation of Monaco, to Ka CA, Ka Kristen and baby Casey, and to brother John Kevin Glauser and his family. Ate April.
Yes, Ate, I would like to greet our resident minister, Kalin Flores, all the brethren in Antwerp, of course, our head deacon, Kadani Pimentel, all the brethren in Belgium, actually in our district, and of course, my loved ones and all those who are celebrating their birthdays around this time na lang po. So, yes, Ate Eunice, do we have any more? We actually read comments that, so shout out na lang po to everyone. Thank you so much po. So, yes, see you next Sunday at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time, and that's 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Philippine Time.
Up next, INCRadio United Kingdom.
Thank you so much po. Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Where's the music? Dun, 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 dun. Ah!